Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's still quite early on this here Saturday evening. I hope you're doing well. Wherever you are, whatever time of the day it is, whenever you happen to find this video. Thank you for joining me here. Let's tap right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with us this afternoon. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. What storyline would you like to share with the collective, please, Spirit? Alrighty then. In the central energy, whoa. In the central energy, we've got the Hermit reversed. Somebody's lost their way. There's no light in them. They've lost their way. They're withdrawing. In the challenge position, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. They're resistant to change. They don't have any control. Because you're too strong. In the subconscious, we've got the Hierophant here. They could be thinking about the Most High God, whoever this authority is, whoever that is to them, whoever this is that lost their way. They're thinking about this Hierophant here. So they're challenged because they're going through a negative phase. You were just too strong. Or the Hierophant. Maybe you got that support. In the recent past, Ace of Pentacles in the reversed. So they've lost their opportunity. They made a bad investment and missed their chance for abundance. Intentions and expectations. We've got the Page of Cups reversed. Emotional immaturity, irresponsibility, and disappointment. In the near future, we've got the Knight of Cups. Somebody's making a love offer. You might be receiving some kind of a message. Says imagination. It could be telepathic. The lens that's being looked through is the Ten of Wands here. Hard work, overloaded, a completion in sight of this heavy burden. In the environment, Seven of Wands, perseverance, maintaining control, standing up for yourself, protection in this challenge. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Well, what we got here is a Ten of Cups. So divine love. You're hoping for divine love. A dream come true. You're tired of false, actors. Irresponsible, emotional immaturity. Let's see outcome, Spirit. The outcome is the Three of Pentacles reversed. Group conflict. There's a lack of teamwork here. Nobody wants to work with each other. There's disharmony. Their views are misaligned. They're not thinking as one. They're having disagreements. They could be fighting with each other. Group conflict. So there's group conflict here. And it could be because there's temperance. You could be an earth angel, courageous and confident, determined, restoring balance and harmony according to the truth. So this group is remembering what they did. There's a release here and a binding, maybe a restriction. Those who were irresponsible, coming for your reward. You've got your freedom here. Maybe that's what they were doing, coming for your reward. That's how they were going to get their freedom. They want to defend their beliefs because they're getting cut off. They're getting cut off and divorced from you and the fruits of your labor. The fruits of your labor, which you have earned by being resilient and persistent in this Nine of Wands energy. These ones are disappointed. You're leaving them behind. They're being cut off from your reward. And now you're entering into a new opportunity for connection, for love. Yeah, so they lost their way. You broke the cycle. They're going to go through a negative phase because you were too strong. The Hierophant's here backing you. You've got, like, maybe your prayers are answered. Your prayers, you got source connection, maybe. God's sticking up for you. Somebody's sticking up for you. Innocent. Innocent. You're innocent. You're innocent. And you're very strong and courageous. So we've got the Hermit reverse. Somebody's lost their way. They could be at a distance. They could be at a distance. We've got important. Somebody lost their way. Somebody's resigning from an important position. They're withdrawing. Somebody is withdrawing from an important position. They are going through a negative cycle, or they're having bad luck. They don't have any control of you because you're too strong. They're challenged because they're vain. They're going through a negative phase. They have no control over you. You're too strong. In the face of their vanity. They're challenged because they're vain. The Hierophant is here. Some official, higher ranking person, could be God, could be the Most High. It's time. It's time for those who lost their way to resign from these important positions that they've been in. They lost their opportunity. They made a bad investment here. They gambled. They took a gamble, a risk. Purpose. They missed their chance to be in a position of purpose. They've lost their way. They need to withdraw from this position of importance. They made a bad investment. They're very emotionally immature and irresponsible. Competition. They were competing. They weren't working to actually become worthy of an important position. They were actually just trying to hurt others who had value in them. They were trying to knock them down, make them less valuable. In the near future, we have the Knight of Cups. So there could be an offer here. Location. Somebody wants to know where you're at. We got imagination. Somebody's trying to reach out to your location. It could be telepathically. They might be trying to connect with you to make a proposal. This is the completion of your Ten of Wands burden. Somebody wants to bind with you. Or, you know, look, you didn't do anything. This is the end of your Ten of Wands burden. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. They accused you and you didn't do anything. So you got the Seven of Wands here. Your protection, you're persevering, you maintained control, you stood your ground. You're too strong. And you're remembering what happened. The hope is a Ten of Cups union, divine love, family contentment, blissful, harmonious unions. Somebody had a misperception of you. You're conscientious and your peace. So you're very peaceful. You're very what is that? Demure. You keep your place clean. You appreciate the beauty in things. You're hoping for this divine love. Somebody may have a perception of you. Let's look up this word perception real quick. What do we got going on here? You stood up for yourself here. Hope and fear. Something fundamentally askew. So, the hope is Ten of Cups union, you know, true family contentment, right? Divine love. Somebody had a misperception of you. There was a fundamental misperception regarding the way you are, who you are, what it means, and what it takes to be conscientious and peaceful. They didn't understand the strength that it takes to be in that state of existence. It takes a lot of work to be peaceful and conscientious. It takes a lot of work not to fall into this lower vibrational attitude. The outcome here is the Three of Pentacles reversed. So there's disharmony. They were very mistaken about you. There's group conflict. They're in disagreement with each other. They're fighting with each other. Creativity. So there's a soul calling. Must first learn to overcome a chorus of noisy and heavy-handed limitations. Inspired to innovate, to invent, to dance, play, sing, and compose. So they're fighting because you are inventing something. They could be disorganized and disagreeing about how to approach this, how to invent something, how to have a solution, how to get creative, how to approach this now. They were really misperceiving you. They had no idea how much energy and strength and courage it took to remain peaceful, balanced, gentle. We've got compass here. Somebody's, group conflict. They're in disharmony. Inventive. They're looking for solutions because their pathway is haunted. Their pathway is haunted, or they're haunted by your pathway. So they're looking, this group, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, they're arguing, they're disorganized, there's conflict here. They're looking for a solution because they're haunted by your pathway. And it could be that their future pathway is haunted because you are on this spiritual throne. You're seen as a giant. This Hierophant is here, and it's time for these ones who lost their way to give up, to resign their important status. They're afraid of what this is going to look like. They could be appearing like a chicken. You handled this hardship perfectly. You remained optimistic and in service while you were being abused. You are a creatress, a creator, and you are sovereign. You are the teacher of love. You're the teacher of love. And there's a backstory here to this driver, this snake. What were they trying to prove? That love couldn't stand up, that love was not innocent. But guess what? You are observed and seen to be innocent. And these kin are being disconnected. They're being let go for all the drama that they caused you and others. And this was prophesied. They wanted to bury you. They didn't want you to show up and tell the truth about these ones playing both sides in the status of privilege. They were just playing around, pretending to be arcana. And it could be that you are, and you're receiving a promise. Maybe this actor was promised your evermore, the evermore of this shine, of your shine. They were promised to be you in this leader role. And they were horseplaying around with the expectation that they would get your job. They were fighting with you, but you survived. You survived. Oh my gosh. But it's time. The Hierophant, the Most High, is here. And there was a message from Anu several months ago saying, what was it? The old guard is here, making certain that the transition goes smoothly. These ones really cast a lot of illusions in the hope that they would be able to maintain their position in these important roles. So to them, it was a competition, and to you, it was just so-called life giving you challenge after challenge after challenge, because you didn't realize there was somebody on the end of that trying to take you out and make you gone. You were like, God, why is life so hard? And you didn't know that there was these people, these irresponsible, emotionally immature people fighting with you to be you. You had no idea. Reciprocity. So we got Hermit reversed. Somebody has lost their way. They have to resign and withdraw from their position of importance. They're going to be getting what they gave. They're going to be reciprocated everything that they did while in this position. You broke the cycle. They're going to go through a negative phase because you were too strong. You were too strong when it came to this vain person messing with you. They're going to have to experience everything they made you go through. They're getting detached. These vain people are getting detached from you. You broke the cycle. They're going to be going through a negative phase, and they're going to be experiencing reciprocity. Everything they did to you, they're going to have to experience. And the sad part about it is, it's not just you they did it to. And so that's where the amplification of the return comes in, which is kind of sad, because that's massive. The Hierophant is here. It could be the Most High God here to make certain that the old guard transitions into the new guard. This transition happens smoothly. It's time. And there is, this energy here where it's like, I was picking up earlier on this energy, victim mentality. Somebody out there is feeling very much like a victim. They lost their way, and they are blaming God as to this is all they're worthy of or something. They're complaining as to their lot in life. Their values are all about money. In the recent past, we've got Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They lost their opportunity. They missed their chance to be in a position of purpose. They made a very bad investment, daydreaming about being in your position. You love yourself. So they made a bad investment. They missed their chance to be in your purpose. You love yourself, and you loved yourself into healing. You're still healing. These are emotionally immature, insecure, and irresponsible folks who were competing with you. They're vain. And they are hurting from the damage that they've caused. Very frustrated. There's a Knight of Cups here, wanting to make a romantic offer. They might be looking for your location. They want forgiveness. They want to sex you up. They want to tell you how much they love you after they did all this to you. This is an end of your Ten of Wands burden, a completion of this heavy-duty responsibility. You didn't do anything. They made mistakes. They wish they could right their wrongs. You did not do anything. And you persevered through the challenge while they were beating you up, competing, and you remember what happened to you. And it could be that you are being remembered. They're in disagreement. You remember what they did. They're in disagreement. I wish you understood how I feel. Hope and fear. We've got the Ten of Cups here. So you could be having a hope. Maybe you never gave up hope on divine love. These ones who are in disagreement as to your survival, your aliveness, they had a very bad misperception on what it means, what it takes to be in the energy of peace and conscientiousness. They had no idea the strength that it takes to love yourself into wellness. Especially when you got all these people attacking you, trying to tear you down, spreading false rumors about you. Trying to take credit for your healing, for your advancement, for your moving forward, saying somehow they played a bigger role in your life than you did. They're unsatisfied. They're just not happy with their life. So they want to come in with this romance thing. They're looking for your location. They want forgiveness. Shadow side. They want to come in and get freaking sexual. They're calling it love, but this is dark. This is a complete opposite of what love is. It's dark, shady crap. They're looking for your location. They want to come in, sex you up, and be forgiven, which means what? They have to offload this energy onto you, this shadowy, dark energy onto you. But it's a Ten of Wands completion. You didn't do anything. They made mistakes. They wish they could right their wrongs. They want to escape. Or they made mistakes and you escaped through loving yourself, persevering through this challenge. Oh, wait, I already pulled a card for that. This goes up there. So, hold up. You've got a divine love. They had a misperception of what it takes to be at peace and to be conscientious. They might be looking for an escape. They're in disagreement about your defense. So, we got group conflict. They're looking for solutions because they're haunted by your pathway, or perhaps their pathway is haunted. Maybe they are haunted. Neglected. They failed to give you what you needed. Inseparable. They neglected somebody who they were supposed to love. They neglected somebody that they were daydreaming of replacing and stealing the destiny and life path of. There's group conflict now. They can't get into your space. They're not allowed into your space. They're reflecting. They're remembering what they did. There's an understanding of what they've done. They're running. They're prideful or running. They sabotage themselves, and it's too late to take any action. You never gave up hope. There's unfinished business here. The truth has been revealed. These ones are feeling your absence and remembering how much fun it was to hurt you. They want to fix the connection. They wish that this had never happened. But it could be that you're already in a different commitment. You're already committed to your destiny. It could be that you've already received a commitment for a specific life path. And the one that these ones were trying to steal from you, you've already got it. They were lying on you. They were lying. They were lying on you bad. And this third party wants to talk to you. They want to have a conversation. They didn't appreciate you. It's an unexpected outcome. They're just a bunch of gossipers, unsatisfied, lying on you, confused about your soul contract because they're unworthy of a new chapter with you. Or anybody. They don't know what to do. They're being held back. They're being detached. They're vain. They're vanity. They're being detached. They're being let go. They lost their way. They have to resign and withdraw from their position of importance. So this to me says step down. They got to go through a reciprocation of everything that they put you through. They got to go receive reciprocity now. An equal give and take. It's atonement. It's time for atonement is what it is. Yeah, and they're in big time victim mode. Look, they're an empty vessel. Their cup is empty. They don't have any love in them. They're looking for an escape. They have to resign from this position, this important position. It's time for them to receive their reward, and it's not pretty. They're getting detached from you. You broke the cycle. They're going to go through a negative phase because you were just too strong. You're getting detached from these vain people, or from people who are of vanity. People who think, that they're better than you and that they deserve what you have more than you do. They're always up in your business, trying to take credit for whatever it is that you got going on. They're thinking very, very dark. You're getting detached from these vain people. It could be that they're going to the dark side. They let the dark side keep them from enjoying love. So now they're going through a negative phase. Or they will. They're challenged because of it. Yeah, guilty. You're getting detached, or the people who are of vanity are getting detached, and they're guilty. They were lying and cheating. The Hierophant is here, and it's time for this transition to go. There's too many differences. We have too many differences. The value system is just wrong. It doesn't mesh. So it's time for a change. And I guess this is what it would be. It's kind of like, butter and margarine, right? They say for a while butter is best, right? And then they come out for a whole 50 years or whatever, and they tell you margarine is the best thing for you. And then a little while later, they say, oh, margarine is so bad, it's going to clog up your arteries, drive up your cholesterol, do all this stuff because it's toxic, right? And so it's kind of like that. You know, for a time, butter is best. And then for a time, margarine is. And it's like back and forth, back and forth. And I don't know. For right now, it looks like the time for third-party whole business and neglect is over. And we're shifting into a new cycle where it's actually going to be about loving yourself, learning how to heal yourself through the management and the adjustment internally, emotionally, energetically, and all of that good stuff. They're reaching out here, trying to connect with you, but it's time for those who have too many differences to separate. But these childish people, they still wanna be all up in your energy. So they're trying to convince you or whatever that they have a reason, that there's a reason why you should hold on to them. You love yourself and you're still trying to heal. They need to face this. They got Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. They've lost their opportunity and missed their chance. They made some really bad investments. They missed their chance to move into your purpose. They're looking for an exit plan. They need an escape. Their cup is empty. They're an empty vessel. They're very guilty of lying, cheating, and stealing. They're vain. They're getting detached. They need an exit plan. They're going through a negative phase. The Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse for them. Page of Cups. They're emotionally immature. They're irresponsible, and they're very frustrated and disappointed regarding this competition. They're hurting from the damage that they've caused. They're grieving. They're tired. They're exhausted. They work very hard. The other day I heard someone exclaim, I worked for a year, an entire year. I mean, they worked hard. To take your reward, your destiny. Working in the shadows, passionately. They are trying to find your location. They might be spying on your location. They might be trying to get your forgiveness because you're leaving. There's distance being put between you. Those who are vain and have lost their way, childish, burdening others, thinking it was fun, you're leaving here. You're leaving them behind. They're in the shadows. They're stuck in the shadows. They use their romantic charm and they got themselves all up in this dark stuff. They want to know where your location is. They want to know where you're going. You're leaving. It could be that, yeah, you're leaving. They want to know where you're going. They want to get all sexy with you so that they can go too. They're hoping you forgive them. They're playing in the shadows. They're spying on your location. They know you're leaving. They're coming forward to try to get sexy because they want your forgiveness. They're struggling to get over the past. They need to get into your sexual energy and... But this is a completion of your Ten of Wands burden. You didn't do anything. They made a lot of mistakes and they're not being supported here. They're struggling and they're not being supported. See, because this is a completion of your burden, this is the beginning of theirs. You broke the cycle. It's their turn now. Seven of Wands, you were perseverant and protected through this challenge. You stood up for yourself. You held your own. You're being remembered. You remember what they did. There's disagreements here. You might be remembering a disagreement. You might be remembering how you wish they understood how you feel, or maybe they're just arguing. They're in disagreement. They wish you understood how they feel because they're drowning. They're drowning because they're losing the position that you are walking into, and they're blaming you. But it's time. The Most High is here making certain that this transition goes the way that it was supposed to go. These people really, really tried to fake their way into another term, into another cycle. They tried to strip you of your opportunity to do your part, to go and experience love and union and fidelity and strong family trees. They tried to strip you of your cycle. I mean, last cycle was 3-party whole bag, you know, party, party, party. And it was great fun to hurt the people who actually wanted to love them. And now they're in disagreement. They think you should understand how they feel because they're going under. They looked at you as though you were just another notch on the headboard. They don't even like you. You're nothing but an energy source. Peaceful, conscientious. They had no idea the strength that it takes to be in a state of peace, to be gentle, to be vulnerable. They have no idea how many people have stuck you with the knife and turned their back on you and tromped on you and stuck you, and yet you remain open and you give them opportunity to continue to do it. And they have no idea how strong you have to be to manage these betrayals that continuously happen. They looked at you like you were just an easy wham bam, thank you man, I'm going to break your heart and turn your world upside down. They're looking for an escape. They did not see you clearly. 3 of Pentacles is in the reverse, group conflict. They're trying to get creative here. They're trying to find a solution. They're experiencing neglect, or maybe they know that they've neglected you and they need to try to find a solution for this. They lost, and the road is getting real rocky. They're being neglected. They lost, and their road is getting real rocky. So this group is in upside down energy. They're not working together. They're disorganized. They don't know what to do. They've got secrets. They're lying to each other. They're not telling the whole truth. There's a long road, a long way they have to go before they get what they want. I guess maybe things are gonna get real hard, and because they were tempted by this snake, and they're gonna have an opportunity to become a diamond. I don't know. They're gonna have to go rough it. Maybe they need to go knock off some of that ickiness. Their needs, their emotional needs weren't being met. They played games with love and the emotional needs of others. And now they're going to have to experience that. They're getting reciprocity here. They're crushed and hurting emotionally right now because they're going far, far away from you. They're going at a distance. With the Hermit reversed, distance. They're being put far, far away from you. They have to face these many flames that they pre-transitioned trying to make this happen. And you're being very, very fierce about it because they broke all their promises and tangled a whole bunch of people up. The Hierophants here are not playing. They're not playing at all. They're not playing at all. These people were not willing to settle down or be responsible, and they want forgiveness for this dark side business. Uncertain. The Hermit reversed. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. They have to withdraw and resign from this important position. They've lost their way. They're going to go far, far away and receive reciprocation for what they have been doing. They're an empty vessel. They don't have any love inside of them. They don't have anything inside of them. They were using love as an escape route, and they tried to do this here. Maybe they want to escape. Their intentions aren't clear. They're very uncertain about the intentions. Maybe they were never serious. The Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. You were able to break this cycle. They're going to go through a negative phase. You're too strong. They're challenged because you are too strong. It takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable and peaceful and conscientious, smiling and happy, even though somebody, all these people are jealous and attacking you, and still you're like expanding. It's like your shoulders have to get real broad, and you have to like really be able to contain all that while you are truly, authentically happy and at peace inside. It's not just an act for you. You're very serious about your personal energetic hygiene and all of that. So you were too strong. These vanity, or those who are vain that were coming after you, they're getting detached. They are guilty of lying and cheating and stealing, and they're not laughing now. They're not laughing now. The Hierophant is here, and it's time. High-level commitments. It's time. There's just too many differences between the third parties who don't care about families or family trees or stability, solid foundations, and, those goods and services that last and last. They're very much into disposable, recyclable, or it doesn't even have to be recyclable, because they make recyclable products out of non-recyclable elements. So it's wild to me, the weird thinking behind that. But anyway, kind of like disposable grocery bags, these plastic things, They call them disposable, but they're not. It's really bad garbage. So anyway, the Hierophant here, it's time for this shift. These ones are going to be removed from their status of importance. There's too many differences here. Their values are all about money. They don't care about families. They're very childish. They're reaching out, trying to reconnect to you. They want to vent. They got to get something off their chest. They're feeling very negative about this. They want to get up in your space. They want to give you a what for. They're in an Ace of Pentacles reverse. They lost their opportunity to rest in your purpose, to have another cycle of this important stature. You love yourself too much, and you're still healing. Your self-love kept you in a state of peace. You kept your mind and your energy and your life clean. You didn't fall into the South Node. You didn't become an alcoholic. You're not a drug addict. You're not out there, spewing your anger. You went through your triggers, all these vulnerabilities. They could not take your gift. They aren't the gift. You're not receiving any gifts. You're not going to accept any gifts. You're not giving any gifts. They couldn't take your gifts. They're looking for an exit plan. Look, they want revenge on you. These liars want revenge on you. They might be experiencing chaos, emotional immaturity, insecurity, irresponsibility. They're very disappointed and frustrated. Those who are in competition with you are hurting from this. They're feeling the damage. They're very tired, they're emotionally exhausted, and they're grieving because it didn't work out the way they had imagined it would. Health. They're grieving. I'm going to be part of your health and wellness journey. So I don't know what that means. They could be concerned about their health. They're in the shadows. They're trying to be romantic. They're a shadow dweller. They're a lower vibrational person. They're this vain person who's getting detached. They're coming in. They're wanting to be romantic with you, with somebody. You're leaving, you're moving to another location, and they want your forgiveness. They want your forgiveness. They want to come in and deliberately manipulate your perception. They're trying to use romance. They want to connect with you. They energetically, with a word, with a presence, with an intimate moment, positive. So they're coming in saying their intentions are pure, but they're just wanting to figure out where you're going. They're in the shadow here. Look, this is a shot. They're in the shadows, and they're coming forward, and they're saying, "My intentions are pure. I only want the best for you." But the best for you isn't the shadow side. The best for you isn't the shadow side. They just want to be part of your beauty, of your energy, of your strength. They need you to support them with your care because you heal. You're leaving. You're moving on to a new location. They want to know where your new location is. They want to be involved in it. They want to sex you up. They're coming in real positive, but they're definitely in the shadow. 10 of Wands. This is a completion of your heavy burden, of your responsibilities regarding these ones. You didn't do anything. They made mistakes. They wish they could right their wrongs. They're not being supported. They're struggling. They're struggling because you're not carrying this burden anymore. You're free. You don't have to carry this burden anymore. So now they're struggling because they're not being supported. Plans in the reverse. There's no plans to get together soon. Nope. Nobody's making plans to get together. Nobody's supporting them. You're not carrying this burden anymore. You don't have to do anything for them. In the environment, 7 of Wands, you were able to maintain control and persevere through this challenge. You're being remembered, or you do remember what they did to you. And they're in disagreement about this separation because they're going under. They're going under. They're drowning. They need your love. They tried to destroy you, but it was your love that was keeping them afloat. And in order to preserve yourself, you have to detach from them. You're hoping for a divine love, a beautiful love. These ones completely had no idea what kind of strength and inner fortitude it took to remain peaceful, conscientious, smiling, happy, loving. They thought that you were just a pushover because you're just this meek and mild person who doesn't go out there and barge through the freaking atmosphere like this, powerful, authority or whatever. You're just this beautiful, soft, gentle flow of healing, love. And they thought that they were tougher. They were much more than you because, We got uninterested, and this flipped out in the reverse. It says, I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. So you have a hope of a divine love. You're tired of this. They need your love to survive. These brutalizers, they've been hijacking you and surviving on your love. But now they're getting detached. And they're drowning without it. And they're like whining. They're like, I think you should understand how I feel. And it's like, you have no idea. You came through so much, and this 10 of Wands burden, 7 of Wands burden, you deserve divine love. You were able to escape this. They thought so little of you. They're very interested in you now. You're not interested in them. You were able to escape them. They thought you were just another notch in the headboard. You're not interested in them. Or they're very interested in sexing you up so that they can stick another notch on the headboard. Whatever, they want to apologize. They're coming in. They're in the shadows, very, very much so. Pure intentions are coming forth with loving, but their intention is to just stick another notch on that headboard. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's group conflict. They're trying to find out some solution. They're being neglected. They've lost. They've lost. And they feel like they've been abandoned. Everything is very, very hard right now. They're childish. Look. They thought that this was amusing. They're very unfriendly. They need a safe space for what they did in the past. They need a big favor. They're greedy. They need to check in. They want to check in, and they want to get inside of your energy. They want to be covered by your energy. They want to be involved and covered by your love. Because they're going under. They're going under without it. They've been disconnected from it, so they're going under. So they're yelling. They're very mad at you. They want you to feel as badly as they do. You're leaving. They need you. They want to offload this onto you. Your love is the one that made it okay. And they've been detached because these childish people are brutalizers, and they hated you while you were loving them. They despised you for being gentle. They saw you as weak and insufficient. Because, I guess maybe what's done in shadow has been appearing to be so strong, comparatively. They have no idea. But you do, because as much as it hurt, and as much as you wanted to shut your heart down, you left it open, and you gave people continuous opportunity to come in and do their childish little mean things to you. To form their misperceptions about your gentleness and your weakness or whatever. Oh, envious and jealous. The Hermit reversed. They have to withdraw and resign. They're in their status of importance, their important position. They've lost their way, and there's going to be distance put between them and you. They have to walk away and resign this position of importance. They're uncertain. They don't know what to do. They're going to receive reciprocation. Whatever they put out is what they're going to get back. They're an empty vessel. Their cup is empty. There's no love inside of them. They don't have any energy. I don't know if they have a soul. They're wanting to escape. They're jealous and envious of you. They have feelings of misplaced suspicion and internal insecurities that result in paranoia and obsession. They frequently compare themselves to others and feel despair when they find themselves wanting more. Jealous and envious. Wheel of Fortune reversed. You broke the cycle, and now they're going to go through a negative phase. They're challenged because you're just too strong. They didn't realize that how strong compassion is, how strong your subtle power is. They're vain and they're being detached from you. You're letting them go. They're guilty of lying and cheating on you, and they don't think it's funny anymore. Nobody thinks it's funny. Nobody's laughing now. Nobody's laughing now. We got scattered. They're scattered right now. With the Three of Pentacles reversed, disharmony, disorganized. So they're scattered. Going through a negative phase. They're forgetting things. They're disorganized. They're unable to concentrate or think clearly. What was that? Their compass. Their pathway is haunted. They're on a pathway that they're haunted, or they're haunted by your pathway. They're having mental issues. They're like having these mental issues because you're strong and you're being supported, and they're being separated from you. You're being relieved of this burden. Racist bigot. A racist bigot. Just a few days ago, there was the message, white people stealing their way to success. And that's what they've been doing. And you'll notice, looking around the world, you'll see that they're racists and bigots. Childish. Very negative, nasty people. They feel they're superior to others. I think the Most High is here to have to say something about that. He has something to get off his chest. These ones lost their opportunity for your Ace of Pentacles. They could not step into your purpose. They have no gift. They're not the gift. You're not giving a gift or accepting any gifts. You love yourself and you're still trying to heal. These ones want an exit plan. We've got slow moving. They fear making decisions that could impact their life in a negative way, but you end up staying stuck. So they don't know what to do. They're stuck. They're looking for an exit plan. Page of Cups in the reverse. Emotional immaturity, irresponsible, disappointed, and frustrated with this competition. They're hurting from the damage that they've caused. They're emotionally tired. They're exhausted. They're grieving. It didn't work out the way they'd imagined. They're concerned about their health. They want to be involved in your health. They want to be attached to your energy and to your love. Oh, but we got domineering, and it came out and it flipped into the reverse. So they're trying to control other people without any consideration for their feelings or opinions. They're not able to dominate you. They were not able to dominate you. Hierophant's here in support of you. And you're strong. Very strong. You're meek and vulnerable and loving and peaceful. And it's like you're open and you allow this kind of stuff to come at you, and then you just withstand it and expand from it. And it's weird how much value you add to your soul when you do that. It's incredible. and difficult. Sometimes impossible. So yeah, you've got this Knight of Cups who's all the way in the shadow, coming forward with positive intentions, romantic, being all nosy, wanting to find out where you're going. Where are you going? They want to come in and get that information, and they might be trying to get forgiveness here by being positive. It's an act. They're gathering information about you in order to compare yourself or themselves to you. So they're just here to try to get information, and they're acting all charming. This is the end of your Ten of Wands burden, the completion of this cycle for you. You didn't do anything. Mistakes. They made mistakes. They wish they could right their wrongs. And they're not being supported. They're struggling. You have no plans to get together with them. They don't have any plans. Their plans went south. Their plans didn't work out. Yeah, self-sabotage and savior complex. They might have wanted you to have a savior complex. They wanted you to have a savior complex. That's what this is. Thank you for saving us. Thank you for saving us. They were trying to sabotage you and get you to carry this burden again. But the Most High God stepped in and said, it's time. And we are here to make certain that this transition goes smoothly. You didn't do anything. This is a completion of your burden. Their plans didn't work out. They sabotaged themselves. They didn't sabotage you. They blocked their own success. They prevented themselves from accomplishing goals because they were too busy trying to destroy you. They were too busy trying to program you with this savior complex. They didn't want you to love you. They wanted you to love them. And they wanted you to pour your life vitality into them. And you said, you know what? My life is worth saving too. They made mistakes. You stood up for yourself. You maintained control. You persevered through this challenge. You remembered what they did to you, and you are being remembered. These ones are in disagreement. They're thinking you should understand how they feel because they're drowning without your love. Overshares. Love. They're hoping that you'll overshare your love. Look at that. They're drowning here. They're drowning here. It could be that you once did overshare. You overshare because you want to get closer to people, but you have a difficult time setting boundaries. So you used to overshare your love, and they're hoping that you still will. You've got a defense here. You're protected. The Hierophant is here. You used to overshare your love, and this could be you. Maybe you do, but these ones have been cut off. They've been detached from you. The Hierophant is saying enough is enough. You're done here. You deserve divine love, a Ten of Cups love. These vain people had a misperception of what it means to be a peaceful, conscientious, loving, vulnerable person. They're looking for an escape. They're interested in sleeping with you. They want to make you a notch in the headboard. They might want to come in and try to infiltrate your future. You know, you're looking for divine love, and they just want to come in and get into your energy again. And this one came out in the reverse. It says unsolicited advice, and it came out in the reverse. So this says you give unsolicited advice as a way to feel needed and have a sense of control and power over others. This isn't you. You don't give unsolicited advice. You're peaceful. You're like leading by example. You're just this walking, talking person who cares about the divine within themselves, and you make certain that your internal self is in alignment, peaceful, conscientious, mind clean, energy clean. You don't need unsolicited advice. You don't give unsolicited advice. You lead by example. And they hate you for that. They want to destroy you. They want to destroy you and your example, your influencer, your influence in the world. They've got a Three of Pentacles in the reverse. They're disorganized. They're fighting amongst each other. They're trying to get creative. They're being neglected. They're looking for a solution. They lost. And it's getting real rocky for them out there because they thought it was real funny to mess with you. They thought it was real entertaining. There's an apology. Steals the limelight. They're very pessimistic. They think it's they're thinking very, very pessimistically about you stealing their limelight. They have to give up this status of importance. They have to resign their position. They got to go get a negative phase here. They're gonna receive reciprocation for what they've done to you. And they're getting detached from you and your love. You're not going to overshare your love with these ones anymore. They're getting detached from you and your love. And they're very pessimistic because now it's you that get to go wear the dress. That get to be pretty. That get to do whatever it is you do. But I don't think you think like they do. See? Because this isn't you. What's on its way out is this. And this is who you are. You're nothing like them. This is a whole complete new cycle. What is going to take the forefront now is not these who are pretending to be important, giving unsolicited advice, leading people down the wrong way for entertainment, neglecting others for fun. Look. You're not giving unsolicited advice. Look, so you're not giving it advice, and they're seeking advice. This copycat is seeking advice. They're paranoid. They're paranoid. They may need mothering. They're having guilt trips. They're codependent. They're being, they may try to cause harm to themselves in order to gain attention and sympathy. This copycat is accusing you of copycatting them. They're hurting themselves. Look, mate poaching. They're trying to mate poach. A spiritual narcissist. A self-critical spiritual narcissist. An hour and 13. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that one here. I hope this clarifies something that you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.